Well, it's Friday, guys, and me and Tom, we're here. We have lots of energy, but we're bringing the sadness with us today.
Yeah, this is a pretty serious video. We got some good stuff to talk about to like build you up, and then we're just going to yank the rug out from underneath you. But yeah, this is going to be a pretty serious video for us, and we've got some facts, figures, and dollar amounts, and part numbers.
Yeah.
So if you're an S13, 180SX Sylvia type person, get your pen and paper ready.
Yeah, and if you are new to the channel or new to the S-chassis world, first off, on behalf of me and Tom both, we're sorry. And second off, you need to come to us if you need stuff. We know what's up. You hit your dealer up down the road. I'm just telling you. So let's just jump right into it.
Okay.
We got some parts here. I grabbed a few things. One of the things I grabbed is going to be big and hard to show you guys, but 180SX vent visors. I'm gonna put these down so I don't take Tom out. But these are always high demand. I feel like the demand has tapered off a little bit in recent years, but back in the day, you used to be able to get these things and they had Nissan stamped in them, and they discontinued them, and then they magically came back without the stamp.
The Nissan stamp on.
So I don't know if they changed manufacturers or what. I really like these. The plastic they're made out of is relatively flexible. It feels good, high quality. It comes with the hardware and everything to install it. There's a bunch of little clips, little teeny tiny clips. They're probably a nightmare.
And are these look like they go in the channel? Am I correct, Russell? Or am I off?
No, yeah.
These are peel and stick ones. Okay.
They're peel and stick, and then they have some little clips that I'm guessing just because of the size of them, you can see the little little bumpers and stuff like that.
Some stay true to their initial shape.
Yeah, but I love the 180SX with the vent visors. I think it looks fantastic. So if you are new to the 180SX world, hatch, 240SX, get yourself some vent visors. I mean, you ain't gonna find them nowhere else. I don't think anybody else makes them. And it's crazy that Nissan still makes them.
I know. For how long ago?
Yeah.
What we got here?
Kouki taillights. So bread and butter of the Nissan world, the JDM Nissan world. You think Nissan JDM, first thing that comes to mind, Kouki taillights. Why? Because they're the best looking taillights in the world.
They are. They're gorgeous.
Price on these have gone through the roof. If you're new, don't go look in the history books at how much they used to cost. But we still stock them. We still have them. You need, 5 pieces total: tail lamp, left and right tail lamp, center lamp, lower garnish, lock cylinder.
Yeah.
And we're not going to go deep into that today, talking about those components, but we have. Go watch a bunch of our other videos where we complain about the prices and other people who are making things that are garbage.
Yeah, there is a knockoff piece.
Yeah.
Which I kind of wish we had ordered one in so we could have looked at it and saw the thickness of the metal and compared it to the OEM.
Oh, I guarantee you it's probably not even close. Have you messed much with aftermarket body parts?
Thankfully, I have not.
Yeah, I worked at a big Dodge dealership in North Carolina, and we were really big in wholesale, and our parts manager was really greedy. So he would, any angle he could to sell parts, he would do it. And we got into the aftermarket wholesale business, and it was terrible. Everything you sold, the body shops would call you up and say, hey, this doesn't fit. I'm going to need $100 credit to make it work. And you'd have to trust them because you knew it was junk.
Right.
I hated it. Anytime people would want to buy aftermarket stuff from me, I'd try to match the OEM price.
Yeah.
As much as possible. What have you got?
All right. So these are just a few hoses. We ordered these in for a guy. Actually, he ordered a bunch of stuff and he canceled his order after everything showed up.
Yeah.
Thankfully, these hoses have been selling. These are the last 3 out of probably 9 or 10 hoses this guy ordered.
Oh, wow.
These are coolant hoses on a 180SX, also S13 Sylvia, and they work on SR20 DE and also the turbo version of that motor. But what the reason I brought these in for is because Russell and I, lately we've been talking about all these parts that Nissan is discontinuing.
Yeah.
Right? Every day I'm going to Russell and say, hey, you need to take this off the website.
A couple times a day it feels like now.
Yeah, because Nissan's also adding discontinued parts to the website now.
Right.
So, over the weekend I'll come in and there's a bunch of orders for oddball stuff that I've never seen or heard of before. And it's like, this is a Nissan added not available part to the website. But anyway, I've got some numbers here because I'm trying to figure out why would Nissan start discontinuing all this stuff at such a ready pace.
Right.
And they're trying to, cut costs. So this hose right here, part number 14056-52F00, I'm going to give you on the level prices for this stuff, right? So we buy this hose from Nissan for $6.
It's confidential information.
This is confidential, right? This is the inner sanctum
Our
of
e-friends.
the Nissan Parts CC fam. So we buy this hose from Nissan for $6.
Yeah.
And it's currently on the website for $6.96. So, well, cool, $1 profit. Well,
Yeah.
Russell has to get paid. I have to get paid. The shipping guy has to get paid. Everyone else in the department has to get paid. So, we're making 96 cents on this.
Yeah.
So we don't know what Nissan pays for this, but let's say their cost on it is $3.
Probably 50 cents, really.
Well, even if it costs us 50 cents, right?
Yeah.
So let's just assume, for the sake of simple numbers, that their cost on this to get it manufactured, packaged, shelf space, shipped to the States, et cetera, is $3, right? So how many of these do you think Nissan sells per month?
Can't be many. Maybe 3.
No, it's one. They
Wow.
sell one a month.
Okay.
So if they make $3 profit every month on this hose for a year, they're making $36.
Right.
And now, so that's $36 of profit over a year for a car that was never imported to the United States. So why would they keep on making this
Right.
when they're trying to trim the fat?
Yeah. I think, what was it, a couple of years ago when all the JDM stuff moved into the US PDCs, and that was, good and bad, probably more positive than negative. But I got a feeling that's going to start to fizzle out here real quick with, financial restraints and sort of the new world order of what Nissan's trying to do. They got a bunch of new vehicles coming out, which means they got a bunch of new parts that are going to need places to go.
Right.
And if they've got that,
Right.
hose sitting there, they're going to,
$36.
yeah, that is nothing.
If we sold all of those 12 hoses, we've made maybe $10 and change on them.
Right.
So yeah, we've been saying for years now, stock up, plan ahead, look at your car, make a list of wearable items like hoses, seals, just things that are going to wear out eventually and you might need. I'll be honest, I've been doing it for years now. I've got, thousands of dollars in totes at my house for my Pathfinder, and a lot of those parts are already gone.
Yeah.
From Nissan, we can't get them anymore. So, although it does, in my opinion, suck and it's getting expensive, if you plan on having your Nissan for a long time, just look at your car, front, back, top, bottom, inside out, and make a list of things that you think are going to wear out, have worn out, or could potentially wear out, and then just prioritize it.
Yeah. What do you just sort of jump off the parts subject here a little bit and just kind of let's go back and embrace the S13 for what it was when it came out. Do you think that in this day and age with all this new stuff that Nissan's pushing out, do you think somewhere in the back rooms of Nissan, they've got some old engineers back there trying to rehash the rear-wheel drive sport compact?
No,
No?
I don't think so.
No?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. Look at Ford.
Got rid of all their cars.
And look at Chevy. Chevy's got one car, and not counting the Corvette, and then everything else is SUV, minivan kind of thing.
Well, yeah, Nissan just I'm not sure if it's actually officially launched. I know they took pre-orders for the Nissan N7 over in China, and they had like 17,000 pre-orders or something.
Okay.
And that's going to be, sort of a Sentra-esque, Altima-esque kind of car. Would you guys embrace it if Nissan brought back a sport compact, but it was an EV?
Well, let me put it to you. So if the Versa or the Sentra was available in a two-door sporty version, How many would they sell? I mean, there's a reason. I mean, name a new two-door hatch.
Is a Supra a hatch? Supra's a hatch, isn't it? Maybe. I don't know.
Like
I can't.
A true sports car, though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it'd be like the Z. So, yeah, sport compact. So that'd be like the FRS, BRZ. And those have trunks.
Right.
It kind of looks like a hatch, but it has a trunk.
I don't know. I think I'm always wondering if it's the market dictates what car manufacturers make, or if we kind of get conditioned and spoon fed. This is what you want.
Yeah, I think the playing field of what is happening with, I mean, all the manufacturers, but especially the imports, there's going to be a lot of things happening there. There's going to be a lot of really deep thought going on when they decide they're going to come out with a new model. Hey, is this thing going to sell?
I think they need to come out with a subcompact, like a really small commuter car.
I agree with that 100%. I agree with that. I think that the Versa, I don't have any issues with the Versa. Don't get me wrong.
No, I love the Versa.
But I think if they came out with something small but nicer,
just bring the
higher quality,
yeah,
that would be the key.
Just bring the Micra over here.
Yeah, and bring us. We haven't had a manual transmission Versa since that one that got away.
Didn't even get a look at it.
We were going to do a video on it. The sales department sold it before it even got unwrapped out of plastic, and then it was gone, and we haven't seen one since. Is Nissan still making a manual transmission Versa anymore?
I don't know.
That's been like 2 years ago. So this one right here, I grabbed this out of our stockpile that hadn't got put up yet, but this is a SR20 idle air control valve. These are really common older motors. These are going to go bad. But I brought this one in here because do you remember when Nissan started doing all their price increases a couple years ago, and the KA24 idle air control valves for like over $1,000?
Yeah.
This is my warning for you guys. This is the kind of stuff that Nissan's been doing, and I would love to, see the inter-company communications on who's deciding what prices to
Let's kill this part off. We're not selling any
Yeah.
of them. Let's kill it off and jack the price up.
Well, supply demand. There's no supply. There's a little bit of demand. They can do what they want, pretty much, and that's the name of the game. But we're still doing S13 stuff. We've got tons of S13 parts in stock. We've got kits, bumper kits. We had an alternator adjusting kit until Tom killed it this morning because of discontinued bracket.
Yeah.
I mean, this is literally 2 or 3 times a day. Tom comes to me with stuff.
Take this off the website.
Price is wrong. Or something, it's just something silly that Nissan's got going on. And it's just, we're going through changes. It'll settle down eventually.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I mean, good job, Nissan, for making these things for as long as they have.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think I'm still impressed. I mean, I think that, I think that once this stuff gets discontinued, it's going to go away. I don't think there's going to be any heritage program for it because Nissan is going to know the demand of it when it was already available at a much cheaper price. Because if it's on the heritage program, the price is going through the roof. And I don't think that they've updated the heritage parts catalog in 2 years.
No. When was the last time you got a new catalog?
Well, you'd have to go online and look at it. Yeah, I mean, that's just the only way to do it. But yeah, that's it. Stick around. We're trying to get back in the flow of things here. 2 videos a week kind of thing, but it's been wild. Shorthanded, sick, too tired, too busy. What kind of excuses?
Not in the mood today.
Right, that happens too. But yeah, tell us. I mean, we're exhausted, so give us some ideas.
Give us some fuel.
Yeah, give us some fuel. We love it. What the Truck Wednesday. Those guys want to see an install video for the Nismo roof rack on a Frontier. We want to see an install video on the roof rack for a Frontier. So that's on the burner right now. So let us know what you guys want, and we'll get on it. We'll do a parts department tour. You want us to show you the bathrooms? Bye, guys.
See ya.